Hi.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this morning's webinar. Can you guys please introduce yourselves and tell us, are you a creative person and do you have any creative hobbies? Jenna, would you like to start for us?
Yeah. I'm Jenna. I'm from the Bahamas, but I've been living in Bologna for about 3.5 years. I teach at my English school in Bologna. And yeah, and you?
My name is Emily. I'm from the UK, from Great Britain. I was born in Leicester, which is a city very famous for the football. I work in Bologna Mille, like you. And I've lived in Bologna for about 3.5 years now, almost. What
Like
about
me.
you, Jenna? Are you are you a creative person?
Yes, I think I am. I used to be more creative when I was younger. At school, I would always get like the creative writing prize.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to write a lot of stories when I was younger. I used to draw a lot more. I used to be really good at art, and then I kind of stopped that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but these days I like taking dance lessons and I like acting too, but it's been a while since I've been able to do that.
Yeah, I remember you like the theatre too, like me.
And
Yeah, I would say I'm
you?
similar. When I was at school, I was quite creative. I used to like writing stories, but I would only write the first chapter and then I would give up. I would stop. So, yeah, I was really creative. I think I had a lot of ideas, a lot of imagination. Now, not so much, but I still like the theatre, I still like films, that kind of thing.
No,
Yeah. So maybe it's
oh, it's a
easier to
creative hobby.
be creative when you're a child.
Yeah. Hi,
Okay.
Sabrina. So
Hello,
Sabrina says,
Sabrina.
I'm Sabrina and I'm from Salerno.
Welcome. Please tell us, are you creative, Sabrina? And do you have any creative hobbies?
Is there a creative hobby that you would like to learn, maybe in the future when you've got, well, I'd like to say when you have more time, but I think you've got a lot of time now. We both do.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe now is a good time to start learning a creative hobby. I think for me, maybe cake decorating.
Hmm.
I think I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
very jealous of people when they bring beautiful cakes to
Yeah.
a
Let me show you
party.
what I have at home. I'm not
Mm.
even looking at it now because I'm more focused on cookies. One second.
Oh, wow. School of Cake Design. Wow. Pretty nice. You can do lots of different designs.
You can borrow that from me.
Yes. Thank you.
No
Oh, we have
problem.
lots of people this morning.
Yeah,
Giordano. Hi,
great.
Giordano.
Hi.
From Bologna, from Castelfranco.
Hmm. Alessandra says, Good morning. I'm Alessandra and I'm from Salerno. Welcome.
Perfect. And Domenico from Bari. Good. Guys, can you please tell us, are you a creative person? And do you have any creative hobbies? Jana, what about you? Is there any hobby you would like to learn? Any creative
Yeah,
hobby?
yeah. A few years ago, I bought a DSLR, so like a professional camera, but I haven't used it in a long time. It's getting a bit dusty in my attic. So that's something I'd like to take up again.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, cake decoration. For you, photography. Sorry, photography. Perfect. We have Estefany. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing your name right. Estefany. In general. Good.
Mhm.
And guys, can you tell us, are you a creative person? Do you have any creative hobbies?
Mhm.
Okay. Giordano, I
Brilliant.
love. Good.
Running. or to run. Yeah, I love to run or I
Yeah.
love running. They're both
Then we
acceptable.
have love, like, hate, don't like. We always need the ing. Okay. So in this case, I love running. It's possible to say I love to run
Mm-hmm.
too, but it's better to use the ing here. So I love running. Stephanie, I like taking pictures. Excellent.
That's photography.
Yeah. So like you wanted to do photography.
Okay, great. Anybody else have any interesting hobbies or something that you would like to do in the future? Something creative you want to try? Like Emily said, she wants to try cake decorating. So I said, okay, I can give you this little book here. And for myself, I want to take up photography again.
Lots of people joining us. Giovanni is Vanitiello. Okay. Vanitiello is your name, Giovanni? I'm from Salerno. Okay, Alessandro, I'm a psychologist, and in this quarantine period, I like drawing.
That's a nice hobby.
Yeah,
And the
drawing.
nice thing about drawing is you can do it anywhere. You don't need special, you just need a pencil,
Some paper.
something to draw on. And yeah, it's a really good, inexpensive hobby. It can be.
Definitely. So guys, just remember when I'm talking about love, like, hate, don't like, I always need the ing form of the verb. Yeah, so I like drawing or I love running. Okay. And Stephanie also likes running. She loves running. Good.
Yeah, running's a good hobby. I wish I could run now. Go for a run.
Yeah, no, it's more difficult in this period.
Very.
Okay, if anyone else wants to tell us about their creative hobbies, please do. We're going to move on to the lesson today. Okay.
Visiting an art gallery. Focus 4 to 5.
Interesting. As Stephanie says, I hate cooking, but I love to eat.
Fair
I
enough.
agree. Okay.
I understand that, Stephanie. The love of eating.
I agree. My husband loves cooking, so that's a nice compromise.
Yeah, good. It helps.
Definitely. One person loves cooking in a relationship is good.
Good.
Jenna, can you read for us?
Yes, visiting an art gallery. In this focus activity, giving opinions, simple past, and art.
Perfect. So today we're being quite creative and we're talking about art. So we have 3 questions. Do you like art? Do you prefer modern or traditional art? How often do you visit art galleries? Okay. We have some more comments here. I like to take pictures of the sunset. Really nice. Very poetic. Good. Okay, guys, so can you answer these questions for us? Do you like art? Do you prefer modern or traditional art? And how often do you visit art galleries? Jenna, do you want to tell us about you?
Oh, sure. I do like art. I particularly like abstract, non-representational art. Traditional, I would.
Okay. And how often do you visit art galleries? Oh, I think we may have lost Jenna for a second. Okay, hopefully she will come back soon.
Can you see me? And
yes.
Me? Okay, perfect.
Perfect. You disappeared for a second. Okay. So you prefer modern art, were you saying?
Yep. And when it comes to art galleries, I visit art galleries, an art gallery maybe once a year, if There's an artist that I particularly like.
Okay,
I might go
nice.
see that.
Good. Hi, Massimo. Welcome.
Hi.
We're just talking about arts. So we have 3 questions. Do you like art? Do you prefer modern or traditional art? How often do you visit art galleries? Giordano says so. Okay. Giordano, can you tell us your preference, modern or traditional? Okay. Again, I think Jenna has disappeared a second. So Stephanie says, really, I prefer traditional art, but you could say I also like modern art, or I like modern art too. There's 2 options. I also like modern art, or I like modern art too. Okay, guys. Anyone else? Hi, Fiorella. Welcome. Can you tell us what type of art do you like? Do you prefer modern or traditional art? How often do you visit art galleries? Domenico is saying, I like modern and impressionist art. Excellent. Can you guys tell us why? And Giordano, I don't understand modern art. Yeah, it can be a little bit more complicated to understand, a little bit more abstract. Okay, and Sabrina, I like art. I prefer contemporary art. Yeah, difficult to spell. Contemporary art. Good. Just be careful when I talk about art, I don't use the article. So not the art, just art in general. Contemporary art, modern art. Hi, Jenna, you're back.
Yeah.
How are you? It's okay.
Okay.
We just had Sabrina saying she likes contemporary art. And Giordano, who doesn't understand modern art.
Yeah, you and many others, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's quite a common feeling, I think.
Yeah, contemporary art can be particularly strange sometimes.
Definitely. And Domenico likes modern and impressionist art. Very specific.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the last question, guys? How often do you go to art galleries?
How often do you go? Did you answer earlier?
No, I think maybe I go once a year, more or less. Similar to you, maybe if there's a particular show or exhibition that is interesting or that my husband is interested in. But we don't go that often. So yeah, maybe once a year.
Do you remember the last art gallery or the last exhibition that you went to see?
Yeah, I remember it was a Chinese artist here in Bologna. I can't remember his name, but it was really interesting because he had a lot of influence from Bologna. I think he'd lived in Bologna for a while, or he'd lived in Italy. So yeah, it was really interesting because it was Chinese, but there was a strong influence from Italy too.
Lived in Italy, okay.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, the last one I went to visit was Chagall last year.
Nice, here in Bologna, I guess.
Yeah. It was really nice.
Good.
And it may still be on, I'm not sure. I have to check. Okay, Giovanni has said, I go to visit art galleries once a year. Okay, like me and like Emily.
Yeah, the same, not so much. Yeah, so we can say once, twice, or 3 times. We use a year and the singular.
Mhm.
Okay. Alessandra says, I go to art galleries only when I'm traveling.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, when you've got more time, you
Hmm.
tend to go to art galleries more.
Yeah, maybe you're on holiday. Domenico, I usually go once a month to visit galleries.
Oh, very good.
Good. Yeah, here I would use the plural because more than one galleries. Oh, we have
Must
a
be very
very
cultured, Domenico.
yeah. Wow, Fiorella has a long response. Jenna, do you want to read for
Yeah,
us?
I don't mind art. Good. If I must choose, I prefer traditional art. I hardly ever visit art galleries, but when I was in high school, I went to art galleries more frequently. Perfect. Good grammar,
Yeah,
Fiorella.
really nice sentence as well. I don't mind. It's okay. Massimo, I prefer traditional art because I often don't understand modern art.
Mm.
I sometimes visit art galleries. Good. To remember the S, Massimo. Very good sentence. But
Mhm.
sometimes. Good. Excellent. Okay, guys, let's move on. If you want to continue answering the questions, please do. But let's have a look at some different types of art.
Yeah,
Okay. Jenna, do you want to read the list
sure.
for us?
So, different styles. We have one, impressionist art, two, still life, three, sculpture, four, Renaissance, five, abstract, six, landscape, seven, portrait, and eight, surrealist art. Okay, we've got A to H. You're going to match the types, the styles of painting with the correct image.
Yeah, this is quite difficult. You have to really think. So
Yeah.
let's start with picture A. What is picture A? Giovanni asks, where are you going?
um,
Nowhere. It's staying here.
yeah, hopefully I'm not disappearing again.
Um, yeah, what is picture A? Maybe you can eliminate some that you know it's
Mm,
definitely not. Um,
it's not so easy to see picture A actually,
hmm.
but that may give you a clue as to what it is.
Okay,
Abstract.
Massimo is saying abstract, abstract. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, it's abstract art.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really understand what it is. So it's abstract. What about picture B? What is picture B?
Mm,
So we can see it clearly. It's a lot clearer than picture A, but it's a little bit unusual.
yeah.
You guys tell us, what is picture B?
Mm. Okay, Massimo's responded.
Mm-hmm.
E, surrealist.
Surrealist. Okay, good. Surrealist, I think, the same. Giordano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yes,
Yeah,
perfect.
surrealist art. Good.
Mm.
What about picture C? You guys tell us, what is picture C?
Mm.
It looks very different from the first two. It's much
Yes.
more realistic, I think.
Mhm.
Very detailed too.
Okay, Massimo said see portrait. Good, Massimo.
Really good. Perfect. Yeah, so 7 is a portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. What is picture D? You tell us. Yeah, perfect, Alessandra. Portrait. What's picture D?
I
Yeah, this.
remember having, go ahead.
No, no, tell us.
I remember having to do these at school for art exams. Um, we would place like 3 or 4 random objects on the table, and we'd have
Yeah.
to eat them.
The teacher would put like a bowl of fruit or some
Yeah.
flowers. Yeah,
It
perfect,
wasn't my
guys.
favorite.
It's a typical exercise
Yeah.
in art. Yeah, still life.
Mhm.
Perfect. What about picture E? Yeah, Domenico is ahead of us. Of course, E is Renaissance.
Good.
Sorry?
No. Picture F.
Picture F. There's picture F. Very famous picture.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so E is Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number 4, Renaissance. We pronounce it a little bit like the French, I guess. Renaissance.
Yeah.
Renaissance.
So there are a lot of French words in the English language. I think often Italians are surprised that we use the French pronunciation often as well.
Yeah,
But
I guess it's quite common in art or also in food sometimes.
yeah, and yeah, shows up a lot.
We have F, Impressionist. Yeah, very good. This is Impressionist, number 1. G, somebody said is sculpture. Perfect. And H, perfect, Massimo, is a landscape. Good. Excellent. Maybe we should have a look at some pronunciation. So, for example, sculpture. Sculpture.
Yeah. So exactly, good.
Yeah, so the TURE is sculpture. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, for number 7, portrait. The A is silent. It. Yeah, portrait.
Portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Excellent. So, guys, can you tell us which type of style, which styles do you like, and which don't you like? Why?
Which do you like, Emily?
I really like impressionist arts. I think it's really beautiful. It's really delicate a lot of the time. Yeah, I really like impressionist arts. And you?
Yeah, I like. It depends. Sometimes I like portrait art. If the portrait is hyper realistic, maybe a little less. But yeah, portrait art, some surrealist art, and abstract art are my favorites. So the less realistic, the more I tend to like it.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. I think I prefer some surrealist art, some impressionist art, maybe some landscapes though, if they're done very beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like portrait art, and I don't like still life art.
Mm.
Okay. Alessandra, why? Can you give us your reason? Why or why not? Jenna, is there anything you don't like?
Ooh, I'd say I quite like Renaissance art. As for, I don't really like Impressionism that much. Why? It's difficult to say. I guess because they all sort of look the same. I guess that's why I don't really like it.
Yeah, they look quite similar, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know, I like landscape and surrealist art. Perfect. Just be careful with the spelling with a U. Surrealist. The surrealist. And Massimo, I like surrealist art and Renaissance art.
Okay, and guys, remember to say why you like these types of art.
Yeah, please give us a motivation. What about sculpture? Jenna, do you like sculpture?
Yeah, I do like sculpture.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Kind
me
of brings
too.
art forms to life in a way.
Yeah, you have the 3D image.
Yeah.
Okay. And Stephanie agrees with us. I like sculpture because it is an original creation and not realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, realistic.
Mm.
Also, be careful with original. It begins with a vowel, so we need an original. An original creation.
Mm. So do you like sculpture, Emily?
Yeah, I like sculpture, especially outside. I think when you go to a city and you have sculptures in the city center
Mm-hmm.
or in the square, it's really nice.
Yeah,
Definitely, it makes the place more interesting.
definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Alessandra, still life makes me sad. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it can be. It's not so interesting. Maybe it's not so colorful
Mm.
sometimes. Okay.
Giovanni says, I really like still life. I don't like the landscape because I don't know landscape. Okay. You're not familiar with landscape paintings, maybe?
Perfect. Just be careful. Not I very like, I really like. Very if we have an adjective. It's very
Yeah,
hot.
right.
Here we have a verb like, so I really like. Okay, Giordano, I don't like abstract and impressionist art because I don't understand them.
Right.
With
Good.
understand, we need the object. So I don't understand them.
Good. And also the spelling of because you need to add an E as well.
Yes. Remember to the because. It's okay, Giovanni. You don't need to apologize. Domenico likes surrealist art. Perfect. Why, Domenico? And Massimo, what is picture C? Photo or paint? It's a painting, I think.
Painting, yeah. Very realistic painting.
Lots
But
of
it's a
detail.
painting. Yeah.
But yeah, it is a painting. Excellent.
Good. Sabrina says, I like Impressionist art because I love Van Gogh.
Yeah, very famous painter. Okay, guys, let's move on.
Yeah. Emily, can you say, because there are many different pronunciations of his last name I've heard in English. Do you say Van Gogh, Van Gogh,
I
Van
say
Gogh,
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh? Yeah, some people say, maybe it's more American to say Van Gogh. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So obviously we don't pronounce it correctly in English, but we could maybe say Van Gogh or Van Gogh. But yes, we need to learn to pronounce it correctly, I think. But generally, that's how we pronounce it in the UK, in America. Okay, let's have a look at some of these adjectives. So we have colorful, natural, nice, traditional, happy, and interesting.
And on the right, we've got modern, dull, boring, linear, sad, and horrible.
So what is the opposite, guys, of colorful? Can anyone tell us the opposite of colorful? In the meantime, Domenico, I quite like sculpture. Very nice.
Good. Good phrase. To quite like.
Yeah, not very, but quite.
Okay, Massimo's got the first one.
Colorful, boring.
It's not quite
Be
the opposite.
careful.
Yeah.
I understand why you think that. Maybe there's another one which is better.
Yeah. Maybe this is a word you're not familiar with, but.
Okay, Giordano suggests horrible. Again, not necessarily horrible.
Horrible has a really negative meaning.
So something could be black and white, but could be beautiful. It's not necessarily the opposite. Linear, sad. No. We're eliminating everything.
No.
Colorful,
No.
sad. Not necessarily.
There's a better one that's a good opposite, the common opposite for sad.
Mm. No, everyone thinks sad. Fiorella, perfect. Dull.
It's a difficult one. It's not a word we
Yeah.
use a lot, honestly.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, dull is like when there's not much color, so very gray. For example, today the weather in Bologna is a little bit dull.
yeah, it's not bright and sunny.
Yeah. So it's
Good.
about the color, but it's not necessarily negative. Whereas horrible or boring are more negative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
What about
So,
natural? Oh, it's natural.
so remember, we're describing art, right?
Mm.
So the opposite of natural art would be what?
Mm. What could be the opposite of natural? Of course, we could say unnatural.
As well, yeah.
But out of these, what could we use? Linear. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Fiona says dull is boring too.
Yes,
Yeah,
also.
it's also boring. But when I talk about the color, I would use dull, not boring. Because boring is not interesting, whereas dull is just not colored. If I talk about a book, dull and boring are synonyms. When talking about a painting, they're a bit different. Okay, so Domenico says natural and linear. Perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Nice and horrible, Domenico. Perfect. Also, Sabrina got it correct. Good. Traditional. What's the opposite of traditional? That's okay, Fiona. You're very welcome. What's the opposite of traditional? Yeah, modern. Perfect, Fiona. Good. Happy.
Good.
Yeah, Stephanie. Perfect. Happy, sad. Good. And interesting.
Difficult one. The last one.
Yeah, happy and sad. Happy and sad. Perfect. Interesting and boring. Excellent.
Good. Okay. Guys, how would you describe this painting that you can see on your left? Is it a sad painting? Is it interesting? Is it nice? How would you describe it?
Can you give us some adjectives to describe the very famous painting? Sabrina is tradition. Sabrina is modern. Okay. Okay, so guys, as we were saying before, dull, when we're talking about a painting or a photo, dull is not colorful, whereas boring is not interesting. Okay.
Okay. So describe the painting.
How could you guys describe the painting on the picture, on the slide? Do you like this painting, Jenna?
I do like it. Yeah, I do like it. Do you?
Yeah, me too. I really like it. I love the colors.
Yeah.
Blue and the greens.
Yellows. It's something I would hang up in my house. I would put it on the wall.
Yeah, me too, definitely. Maybe in the bedroom. It's quite relaxing. Yeah. Relaxing colors.
Okay. Domenico, those are. Oh, he's.
Okay, so the opposite of interesting is boring. Okay. Giordano says it's modern.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's quite modern.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm.
It's a linear painting. It isn't colorful.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it's not so colorful, is it? It could be more colorful.
Yeah.
It could be more colors. Yeah, there's about three colors, main colors in there.
Fiorella disagrees. She says the painting is colorful, traditional, natural, a little bit sad to me. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a sad quality to it.
Okay, the painting is very colorful. Okay, very different opinions. Isn't colorful, colorful, very colorful. So just be careful. Very, when I have an adjective, it's very colorful. If we have a verb, really.
Yeah.
Like, really like, for example.
And much is after verbs.
Yeah, it's after verbs. So for example, I don't go to the cinema much. Or it can be for nouns.
Yeah, Massimo's got a good word there. And also Giordano's responded. He says it's monochrome.
Yeah. It's nice, happy to me. Good. Giovanni, when he made this art, he used, in the past,
Okay.
hallucinogenic drugs. Okay. Van Gogh.
That might explain some of his paintings.
Yeah, perfect. The painting is hypnotic. Nice. And colorful. Good. Let's just look at colorful with an O and colorful with a U. Okay. Can you guys tell us what's the difference? They're both correct, but what is the difference? Colorful with just an O and colorful with a U.
So Emily, which of these spellings are you more likely to use? I think
The second, definitely the second. And you?
When I grew up in the Bahamas, I used the first one, probably a little more. And then when I moved to the UK, definitely the second. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's to do with location. Can you guys tell us what's the difference between colorful with an O and colorful with an OU? I think Giovanni and Alessandra are having a little conversation between themselves.
Trying to think of other. Oh, okay. So Fiorella.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. So in the US, the spelling is a little simplified with an O. It's more phonetic. In the UK, we have the OU. But they're both correct, so you can decide. Excellent. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so again, here we have another painting. This time, can you, again, describe the painting with some adjectives?
So we've got, match the position to the painting. We have on the right, on the left, at the top, at the bottom, in the middle. Okay, to give you an example, on the right, there is a woman holding a red sheet. The woman has on a long dress and long red hair. Okay. So
what do you see?
What do you see on the left, at the top, at the bottom, and in the middle of this photograph, of this painting?
Good. Massimo, I love that painting. Okay, tell us why. So maybe we can look at the directions. We have on the right, on the left, at the top, the bottom, and in the middle. So can you guys describe the painting? For example, here we have an example. On the right, there are trees. In the middle, there is Venus. And remember the singular and plural. There is and there are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can give us one sentence. Yeah, Fiorella, be careful with the prepositions. They are different for each one. So, for example, we have on the right, on the left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have at the top or the bottom. Okay. And we have in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just be careful. You need to be careful with the prepositions. On the right or the left, at the top or the bottom, and in the middle. Good point, Fiorella.
Okay, guys, so how would you describe this painting and what can you see in the painting? Remember to use the correct prepositions and phrases. Okay, Massimo said, oh, yeah.
This is a painting of Botticelli, represents Venus. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what? Okay, at the bottom there's sea or water. Okay, there is the sea or water.
Yeah, be careful. Sea is like to see. This is sea as in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Alessandra says, in the middle there is a beautiful nude woman. She's very sensual. I like that description.
Yeah, good description.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, any more descriptions of this picture? Jenna, do you like this picture?
I do like it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's nice. What about you? Do you like
I
this?
like it. I think it's obviously very famous. Everyone knows this picture. Yeah, perfect. There are three people. Yeah. Maybe three people around Venus.
So remember, when you describe what a person is doing in a photograph, you use the present continuous. Okay? So for example, the woman is covering her body with her hair and her hand.
Good point. So when I talk about pictures, I would use the present continuous if I use a verb.
Yeah. You're describing an action. Okay, Giordano says, on the left, there are two people. Yes.
Perfect. And Stephanie, I like the flowers between, good, the middle woman and the woman on the left. Good. So just be careful again. Remember, on the left, at the top, in the middle. I don't know why.
Prepositions are difficult in English sometimes. I sympathize with Italians.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Prepositions difficult.
It's difficult because there are not really any rules. It just is. Good. Alessandra says the sea is very clean, and I miss the sea a lot. Yeah, so a lot goes at the end of the sentence. Yeah, I miss the sea a lot. Okay, yeah, it's definitely on the left. Perfect. Good. Oh, Massimo, perfect.
Good.
Jenna, do you want to read?
Yeah, Massimo says, at the top, there is the sky. On the left, there are two angels. On the right, there is a handmaid. Good vocabulary. In the middle, there is Venus. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, there is Venus and some flowers in the wind. And on the bottom, no, sorry, at the bottom, there is sand. Good, long description.
Yeah, really nice description. Again, just be careful if I'm talking about something singular. I definitely need is. If I'm talking about something plural, I definitely need are. Yeah, so for example, the sky, there is one sky. So we would say that is the sky.
Yeah, and don't forget to add there too. Yeah, at the top, there is. At the bottom, there is or there are.
Yeah, so we definitely need the there too. In the painting, I can see at the top, the sky is more dark. Good. When we make a comparative, we can say it's darker. Yeah, maybe there is a storm in the background. Okay, guys, we're almost up for time. We have a couple of minutes left. If you guys have any final questions for us, please let us know if anything is not clear. In the meantime, let's review some of the vocabulary we've looked at today. Okay, can anyone tell, maybe let's go back to the adjectives. Oh, very quickly before we go. This painting has 4 people, 2 women and 2 angels.
Good.
Nice. Here we don't need the is. This painting has 4 people, 2 women and 2 angels. Okay, Jenna, what do you think? Is there anything we need to review with these guys?
Yes. So again, as a quick little review, what adjectives can we use to describe a painting? For example, interesting. Other adjectives we use to describe.
Can you remember any of the adjectives?
Yeah. Try to write an adjective that was maybe new for you, one that you've never used before.
Let's go back to the beginning. So, what adjectives can we use to describe a painting? Can you remember? It's definitely interesting. Perfect. Anything else?
Okay.
Yeah, linear. Good. Fiorella, boring or sad? Colorful, dull. Yeah, the opposite of colorful. Any other ones?
Nice. Good. Stephanie?
Good. The opposite of nice.
Happy, yes. Good. Horrible.
Good.
Mysterious. Good. That's a new one.
Good.
Mysterious painting.
Mysterious. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look at these prepositions. Can you remember which prepositions do we need? The top, bottom, the left, right, or the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, hypnotic. Really nice. And tell us, which prepositions do we need?
Do you need in, on, or at? And with which ones? No. Wait, hold on. Stephanie got it.
At the top.
Perfect.
On the left.
Good.
Good.
On the left, on the right.
And the final one?
On the bottom.
Remember, this is when we're describing paintings. So we say at the top, at the bottom. If I'm describing a table, for example, my computer is on the table. This is for paintings. So I'm not describing something 3D. Okay, guys, not in the left, in the right, on the left.
No,
so again,
not really, I'm afraid.
In the middle. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we have, guys, at the top, on the left, in the middle. Okay, guys.
Most comments. Cyrus, give it back to us.
I understand. Okay, guys, let's finish there for today. Thank you very much for your participation. If you want to continue, there are webinars for the rest of the day, so please do continue. Otherwise, have a great morning.
Bye.
Bye.